Hello, it's Brick Bros UK and we have the LEGO Star Wars Imperial Trooper Battlepack 75165, which is our first review from the Rogue One second wave. It's also the usual Battlepack price of £11.99p, $12.99 and €16.99. And the box graphic is pretty action-packed with the two Death Troopers and Stormtrooper charging alongside the Stormtrooper in this walker, and like many fans we are pleased to see Stormtroopers in a Rogue One set at last because they were absent in the first wave. But it's also great value to get two Death Troopers as well. Then at the back of the box it shows you the play features of the walker. So now let's move on and get this set built. And here it is. Now it took us 6 minutes to build and the whole set consists of 112 pieces. And like you saw on the box graphic, the 4 minifigures include 2 Death Troopers and 2 Stormtroopers, and we think it's great they didn't include a boring officer for this pack. But for good or bad, depending on your preference, they all have stud shooters, so it's probably safe to say regular blasters in battle packs are a thing of the past. Now for the Imperial Walker, it looks okay in its overall grey colour, but for a battle pack build it's pretty cool and definitely should add to play. But before we get onto this, let's get a closer look at the minifigures. So first up we have the Death Troopers, who are identical, and it's great to be able to get these guys in a cheaper set because KRENNIC'S Shuttle is still the most expensive Rogue One set. But you might have noticed these guys have different torso printing to the KRENNIC'S Shuttle Troopers, but this is because they are standard troopers, and the good leg printing is the same, and they don't have the pauldrons either. Now their really cool unique moulded black helmets are the same as the KRENNIC'S Shuttle Troopers, with silver and green printing at the front. And like we said earlier, they both are armed with a stud shooter, and from the side you can see more of the helmet's extra printed detail, which is good. Then when we come round to the back, there's more torso printing to complete the Death Troopers armour. But a slight disappointment is under the helmet because both Death Troopers have the overused angry faced head, which is a little boring. However, overall both Death Troopers look great, and it's a bonus to get the same helmets as the Troopers in the KRENNIC'S Shuttle set. Next up, it's the Stormtroopers, and like the Death Troopers, they're both identical, and their printing on the legs, torso and helmet creating their armour is the same as the Stormtroopers in the Galactic Empire Battle Pack, just without the battle damage. Then from the side you can also see more of the helmet printing, and they both come armed with a stud shooter. And at the back there's more torso printing, and when we remove the helmet they also have the angry faced head, but we did expect this. So overall the Stormtroopers are great to see at last in a Rogue One set, and it's cool how they use the Galactic Empire styled ones just without the battle damage. Moving on is the Imperial Walker build, which reminds us of a Microfighter Walker just with bigger guns. However, with the limited pieces in the set it looks good and stands at 10 cm tall. Now starting with its legs, they are both posable and move backwards and forwards, and the feet also move. And these are created with a slope piece and dark grey hinge connections for toes. Further up there's also some tiled detail on the side of the walker. Then at the front you can see the cockpit is protected by a slope piece and plates which give the walker a crude look, with the windshield piece in the centre for the driver. But one feature we love about this walker is its 2 identical laser cannons clipped on either side. And they're simply made with a black bar barrel with stud shooter clipped to the brick connection. You can also move them for aim and turn the whole laser cannon 360 degrees, which is excellent for play so you can fire the studs anywhere. Moving up, the cockpit on top has room for one trooper with sloped armoured panelling, the windshield and backrest to encase and protect the trooper. Then finally, if we turn to the back, the designers have added this panel area with a handy clip so the driver can store their stud shooter, which is clever. And now you can clip in the Stormtrooper ready for combat, then move in and fire the stud shooters. So overall the Imperial Walker is a fun vehicle with its stud shooting, rotating laser cannons, moving legs and space for a Stormtrooper. And what it lacks in looks it makes up for in play value, so it should be a useful vehicle to protect the Imperial Troopers that accompany it in the set. On a final note, the LEGO Star Wars Imperial Trooper Battle Pack is a solid battle pack in our opinion, and we think it deserves a brick rating of 4.5 out of 5 bricks. And this is because you get 2 awesome looking Death Troopers for a reasonable price, but instead of adding officers or engineers they put in 2 good looking Stormtroopers as well, which really makes the set's minifigure lineup perfect for army builders or collectors. And for the Walker, play-wise it's fun to use, but to be honest, the Rebel Trooper Battle Pack has 2 builds, which will expand play. But if you like Walkers, it looks right, and it should put up a good fight in combat with its rotating laser cannons, plus it can walk alongside the troopers. Hope you enjoyed a Brick Bros UK LEGO review, and don't forget to check out our channel for more LEGO reviews and like, comment and subscribe to Brick Bros UK.